please show us some love and do subscribe to our channel by clicking on that red subscribe link and turn on notifications so you never miss anything from us.
Hi everyone, welcome to Get Set Ma. I am Priya Katpal and today I'm going to talk about milk, whether to include in a child's diet or not. Well, to begin with, there is no harm in including animal milk in a child's diet, but at the right time and in the right quantities. To start animal milk, the child should definitely be minimum of 1 year. Before the first year, the child's body is not developed enough to digest animal milk. And of course, as we all know, breast milk is the best source of nutrition for the child below 1 year. After the first year, you can definitely include animal milk in small quantities and see how the baby reacts to it. If the baby is happily taking it and there is no issues in terms of digestion, you can continue to give it even later and maybe increase the quantities with intervals and reach to a limit where it should not go beyond that. We will discuss what those limits are also in the later part of the video. Let's talk about what are the pros and what are the cons of including milk. Well, many of us know that milk is a good source of certain nutrients like proteins, calcium, vitamin A, vitamin D. Having said that, it's not that milk is the only source. So if somebody does not want to include milk for whatever reason, it's absolutely fine. But yes, it's much easier to include milk because of the practicality, maybe turn it into a milkshake, also including the milk products like paneer, cottage cheese, the cheese otherwise that is available in the market. These become very convenient ways of including these nutrients, and all these together make it, like some sort of pros towards the milk. Now, the other side of the coin, that is the cons of including milk in today's age, is also that we really don't know whether the milk that you're getting at your home is pure, whether it's adulterated or not, whether the milk that was sourced from a cow was actually cow or a buffalo was actually from a hormone free animal. Also a lot of other things like whether the animal was kept in the most hygienic way, etc. So having said that, one has to actually weigh out whether the pros are more or the cons are more and accordingly take a decision. If you have a trustworthy source where you can source the milk from, and it is also something that you want your child to have for a certain XYZ reason, there is no harm in including it, and there is no reason why you should not if you have all the checklist ticked in the positive way. Even though we've listed out about the nutrients that is available in the milk and the milk products, like I said, it's not a must. If your child or you want to skip milk for, again, whatever the reasons could be, or the child doesn't like and you wouldn't want to force feed the child, which is the right way to do, because if the child is not liking milk for whatever reasons, you should not be pushing that particular food, because that also creates a lot of aversions. Coming back to that, yes, it's not a must, and other food products can easily provide these nutrients. But yes, if you do want to skip milk, make sure you're including other items which are providing the similar nutrients to the diet of the child in a regular basis. Now, the other side also happens that a lot of times a child loves milk and wants to consume it every day, maybe a couple of times or more than that. Now, let's understand, because it is a source that gives you a lot of calcium, it can hinder the absorption of other nutrients, especially iron in the diet. And that is why limiting the milk and milk products to a certain quantity is very, very important. Ideally, not going beyond 400 ml per day. That is inclusive of the milk and milk products, whether you're giving curds or paneer or milk. It should not go beyond 400 ml every day to make sure that you're able to provide the other nutrients also in good quantity to your child and it's getting absorbed well. So it is not something that you can, say, okay, my child is having milk and he has about 3 glasses every day, I don't need to take care of anything else. No, that's a big myth, and milk is not a substitute for overall nutrition. This is something that we've heard a lot from our grandparents. Oh, he's not having breakfast, no problem. Give a glass of milk and he should be good to go. But that's not the case. In fact, higher amounts of milk could cause constipation, digestion issues, sometimes in child who's absolutely okay otherwise. You don't want to do that. Also, if you feel that milk is something that your child is not accepting easily, why not try the milk product? Sometimes children take it very easily to curds, yogurt, and cottage cheese, which are as good as milk, in fact sometimes better, because they are pre-digested form of milk, so they become easier on the stomach and the child is also happier compared to just giving milk. What about a lot of information that is around us today about animal milk is no good to humans and it does not really provide anything. Most of us are not able to digest it, etc. So, some part of this information is right, that not all of us can digest milk very easily. Some of us could be lactose intolerant, and then excluding milk does become important. But having passed on the information that it contains these nutrients, we can definitely say that it's not something totally redundant to humans. It definitely plays a role where it does provide certain nutrients to human beings. And because of the misinformation, not giving milk to your family or to your kids is something that I would thoroughly talk against. You should be able to get all the information from the right source, understand the information correctly, and only then take a decision whether you really want to give milk or not. Being a vegan and deciding to not give milk because you want to turn vegan for a certain reason is a different thing altogether. But saying that that maybe the milk doesn't give you anything and it's not really required by human beings will not be totally true. And it does contain certain nutrients in good quantities, and like I said, it does become an easy option for a lot of people. So it is a very, very personal decision. If you think milk is the right choice for you and your child is happily taking it, I don't find a reason why you should not be giving it, as long as you could limit it and not make a very big deal about, yes, milk is the only source of nutrition. Please go ahead and either include or exclude for the right reasons. I hope I was able to clear all your doubts and myths about milk. Do subscribe to our channel, comment and share this video if you have really got the benefit from it. Thank you so much. See you soon.